family, well, they've always been really, obviously there for me. They're really wonderful. I have a really close bond with my family. And if we're talking about grammar school, I lost a lot of family members during that time. So it kind of got to a point where I learned to break bonds quickly, or not even form bonds with people. Just why risk it? I lost my aunt, I lost a few of my cousins, and I lost one of my best friends, who is really like a brother to me, during I think it was 6th grade. And that was just devastating. There was no hope left. I mean, there's no way I can explain that. My world just kind of got worse from there. My view of God, when everyone was dropping like flies in my family, was basically God was a person who took people's pain away. But I felt like it only applied to others because every time I'd ask, God, take my pain away, I never felt it. I really felt like God wasn't there for me during grammar school. Part of my identity was just performing for my parents. Every hobby that I had, it went from something I enjoyed to something that was expected. I joined golf. It went from a fun sport that I enjoyed, I had so much fun in it, to you're gonna have to continue doing this. You could be offered a scholarship for it. Okay, that's an upside to it, but not when your parents are pressuring you you need this scholarship. Same with my writing. I used to write all the time, poetry and short stories, but the minute I get an award for it, my parents are just like, you can use that. It's gonna be in your scholarship list. Time of my life transferring from grammar school to high school, and I knew on the first day that I didn't want to be what I was in grammar school, just always hiding from people, always not feeling protected by anything. So I thought I have to start protecting myself. Losing Brian, and because of everything that happened in grammar school, I would probably be leaning towards making more friends in high school just to kind of cover up whatever happened back there. Part of my identity probably was being formulated by the number of friends I had. It felt more complete. My image of God in high school was just, he's there, but I really don't have time. I'd rather do other things. See other people there wasn't really a need for him in my life, I guess I could say. I didn't find a need and I just didn't care enough. My friends were replacing my need to find God. First semester of college was really great, but not having my girls with me, the people who I've bonded with so tightly over the past 4 years, really broke me down in a lot of ways. I jumped into a relationship right after my boyfriend from high school dumped me. That was not a good idea. I guess I just wanted a feeling that someone loved me. I mean, who doesn't want to be loved, but not in a fake way. First semester, I knew he was there, but I didn't really have a lot of time to think about him. It was more like he was saying in so many ways, I'm here, talk to me. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I felt like I had better things to do. I gave every excuse I could not to come to crew because I didn't know what to expect, and I was just too afraid to start anything. When I first came to crew, a place where people were worshiping God, and just the love that was in that room for him was really a different experience for me, because going to church in grammar school and high school was just, you go to church, you listen to the word, you leave. coming to Crew was just, it felt like I belonged there. I saw the love that people in Crew had for God, and being there, I wanted what they had. I envied it completely. I was having kind of a tough week at one point in the semester, kind of trying to understand, like, should I keep going to Crew? Should I keep doing this? Why am I doing this? And how can I get what they have? How can I get that love? And so I messaged Omar, and I was just asking, like, how can I get a relationship with Christ? I then met with Omar, and we went through the KGP. When going through the booklet, every page we went through, I kept, as Omar says, jumping the gun and asking, but how can I get a relationship with God? I understand this page, but how? When I read the prayer, I felt kind of warm, like just comforted. Like there is something to that prayer. It's not just written words on a page anymore. It's more something that's meaningful. I really wanted what was in the prayer, like, in my life. It felt like no one would reject me at that point. It doesn't matter what other people think of me. It just matters what my Creator thinks of me. It was hard to figure out that I didn't have to do anything to be a Christian. All I had to do is accept God's love, and He loves me. It still has a hard time clicking, but it's still amazing. I know a big part of this journey so far has been, I feel a lot happier, like with learning about who I am and who God is and what I mean to Him as a daughter. And I know there's still a lot more to go, but it's a nice feeling of comfort and hope inside. It's a good feeling being loved. I'm Kat Holyk, and Christ's work in me is not yet finished, but I'm excited about how the Lord has transformed me so far this semester, and I want to grow deeper in His love.